I think it's the talent gap. And specifically what I mean by that is there are really, really, really smart people who are structurally not in a position to succeed. And so if you can identify those really, really, really smart people all over the world, they exist, they get created all the time. They come from random people's, like the offspring of people that you never would have thought are geniuses or whatever, but they produce genius capable children. Identifying those people is the most important problem in education, because what you're doing is you're identifying units of GDP creation and identifying units of change, and getting those people to the starting line is the most important problem in the world in education. So we started this concept called brilliant.org to try to solve this problem, which was, let's just try to create a framework, and this was a competition framework, but using that mechanic to kind of identify as many smart kids all around the world, keep them engaged, keep them really intellectually challenged, and cultivate them so that we could direct them to better educational opportunities, interesting problems to solve on behalf of companies, what have you. I tell people, it's like, that site is small. It's only been 6 months, but it's like 250,000 student users now, but it's doubling every 6 weeks. And I'm like, wow, by the end of the year, we'll have 1 million people. And I say to the company all the time, those 1 million people, if they all achieve their full potential, probably controls, 5 to 10% of world GDP, because they're that smart. And reality, 20 years ago, those people would have been lost in the system. And some other person would have had the chance or the right to have a chance to basically do something interesting because of their station in life. And these kids are like, the son of a bus driver in the Philippines. But this kid crushes in math. And he's 12 years old. Like, just crushes. He's probably like one of the 2 or 3 smartest people under 18 in mathematics. And the fact that we found that kid is good, because that kid could change the world. So I think that's the biggest problem in education. Because then, by the way, when those smart kids just say, fuck the Ivies, I'm just doing this, then all the Ivies are destroyed. It just doesn't matter. You have a bunch of retards who are just rich. And then you have to make a really important decision, like, why the hell does that matter? Right? When the really, really smart kids are at Beida University, IIT, or just basically going to work for a company right away and changing the world? What is this hierarchical framework meant for? It doesn't mean anything.
By far the best investment you can make is in yourself. If you invest in yourself, nobody can take it away from you.